Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have a very special guest, my cousin Mars.
Hey.
This is my cousin. We pretty much were like our first best friends as a child.
Surprisingly, we're cousins.
I know, right? Can you guys see the resemblance here? Well, Mars, you get tan in the summer,
Yeah,
so.
I'm pretty white right now.
So the reason why I brought my cousin here today on my channel is because I felt like, you know, she is going to be a huge inspiration to many women here, or many women who have PCOS. So Mars, can you kind of explain like what PCOS was? Because I never really knew what it was.
Basically, it's I have cysts on my ovaries that made it impossible for me to have a baby.
Oh my gosh, so like literally like the cysts, like they just block out, I guess,
block
everything.
Yeah, they block everything.
Oh my gosh. So again, I just remember, you know, Mars and her journey and her struggle, you know, to conceive a child. And like I said, I feel like she is the biggest inspiration ever.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm so proud to have you here to share your journey on how you dealt with PCOS. So since I can remember, Mars, like you have always just been like a mother since you were like literally like 4 or 5 years old.
I remember playing with baby dolls all the time and wanted, like, thought they were real and everything.
Literally.
I wanted to be a mom so bad.
Yes, like she was, like I remember this, like as a child, you know, I think me and her sister, Marlee'S, well, Marlee'S too, but I was always like with Barbie dolls, and Marley always had like a baby, you know, and she would change the diaper.
I always thought it was real and everything.
Yes.
Like, this is my kid.
It was literally her baby. And even like with your pets, Mars has just always had this natural motherly feel to her. So
I dress my cat up. That's how motherly it gets.
And feed with a bottle. Like I even think you would feed your cat with a bottle. Or was that cat sick and needed to be fed with
I think
the
it
bottle?
was sick because we used to have kittens all the time.
I
Remember?
know. Yeah. Gosh, those cats were. I just remember them like being mean and everything. Anyways, this video is not about the cats today. All right, Mars. So how many years ago was it since you and Reno, which is her husband, started to like try to have kids, and you guys were like, okay, this is the time to have kids?
I got my birth control out in February in like 2016, so it's been like probably a couple years.
So 2 years you guys like started trying and everything. And then when was it when you realized like, okay, we're trying but nothing is happening? But that's
after
normal.
a year. After a year I was like, something has to be wrong. So I went to the doctors, and that's when I was diagnosed with PCOS. Okay,
so when they told you that you had this, were you with this condition, that means you can't have babies? Like
there's a slight chance that I can't have babies.
there's just like a slight chance. Okay, so like how did you feel when they're like, you can't have any kids? Like
sad.
Put yourself in that position.
It was a really sad day.
Still in your mind, were you like, okay, maybe I will have kids? Like, did you believe it? Or
I was like, maybe there's a chance.
There's a chance.
There's a chance.
Okay, and then after that, what did they tell you? Like, okay, were you like, is there anything that I can do to conceive? What did they tell you?
I was on metformin for a long time.
Okay.
And I decided to try the keto diet, which is no carbs, no sugars. And I lost 100 pounds after that.
Woo!
And then I went to the doctor again to see if I could get hormone treatment because they wanted me to lose so much weight.
So what is the hormone treatment? For people who don't know what the hormone treatment is.
It was just going to be a pill that would, you know, make my hormones more, because when you have PCOS, you have a lot more testosterone.
Wow.
And so I needed to lower my testosterone. So the hormones were going to help with that.
Wow.
And so I had to do a bunch of tests before I did that to see if I was even, you know, ovulating or anything.
Yeah.
And that's when I got the phone call saying that my chances having kids were very less than anything.
Oh my goodness. So when they told you were diagnosed, like, okay, you're not able to, that was already the diagnosis itself. But then after you're getting treated, they're like, okay, so for sure, like, you can't have babies. Oh my gosh. I just thought it's just like one time they tell you, but when you're going, you know, through these treatments and you're trying to do more, and still like they're just telling you it's not going to be possible, like that's just crazy, Mars. Oh my gosh. I guess we can all relate to Mars when it comes to, you know, trying to lose weight. I've been trying my whole life to lose weight. Like, I've always been on this constant battle. But I've personally witnessed Mars, like, losing weight. I seen her, you know, whether if it was her choosing a salad over a pizza.
It was really hard.
I know, like how...
I like food a lot.
Don't we all? So for 1 year, I mean, you were just strict dieting. And gosh, like, explain that, how hard that was too, when you know that you heard from the doctors and everything that you still can have babies and you're still like trying to lose weight and still doing this. How did you even get the motivation? I can't even get motivation to work out alone. Like,
I was still believing in hope, you know.
Wow. So it was just that hope that you were just hanging on to.
Hanging on hope.
Oh my goodness. So then
I wanted to give up, but there's something telling me not to give up.
Like, you felt that feeling, like, don't give up, keep going, keep going.
Yeah.
So for 1 year, and then tell everybody like how much weight you lost.
I lost 100 pounds.
100 pounds, guys, like 100 pounds, you know, boom.
That was like the best day when I got on the scale. I was like, woohoo, 100 pounds down.
Wow, Mars, like that is amazing. And then from there, once you lost the weight, then what was the next step? To go to the doctor and then
I was just doing my own, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't really go to the doctor after
Not yet.
that.
So you were just like, I'm not gonna try, because they told her no. So you just go back and be like, hey, I lost all this weight, and they're like, well, still. So how is it for, because Marlee's married with her husband, and you know, sometimes we just think it's hard for the woman to be going through this, but also it's hard too for like your husband and like your guys' marriage. Like, how did you guys, you know, get through that storm together? Like,
it's very emotional.
Yeah.
Put a lot on our marriage.
I know.
You know, the hardest thing to tell your husband is that you won't be able to carry his child.
Oh my gosh, that's just heartbreaking. And yeah, how did you guys like help each other? Like, was there a point where you guys were just like, we're done, like we just give up?
Yeah, we
like,
pretty much just gave up and was like, it's not gonna happen, so
yeah,
it's not gonna happen. Let's just live our lives and see what happens. Did
you guys get to a point where it was like, okay, we're trying, but then you kind of like stop trying, but inside you're still trying? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we were, but we weren't like thinking about it more,
right?
You know?
But inside you guys are like, no, we're still gonna
well,
try.
there is hope, and you know, talking to God every day helps.
Wow. All right, so this story, I know it's emotional and sad, but there is light at the end, and this is why we're here today, because this is just a huge thing. So after, you know, 2 years of Mars and her husband trying so hard to conceive a child, there was a point where there was light. So put yourself back in that day. Like, oh, and I was gonna say too, or I forgot to mention, like, once you were, you know, losing weight, was there times where you were taking that pregnancy test, or did you just ignore it?
I just ignored it, because with PCOS, there's chances you have a period and then you don't have a period, so it gives you irregular periods as well.
Wow.
Yeah, so it really messes up your system.
Right. Okay, so you weren't taking any kind of tests or anything?
No, not until one day.
Okay, so that day came.
Yeah.
And weren't you at a concert or something?
We were getting ready for a Tech 9 concert.
Okay.
And I decided to take a test because, you know, I was going to have some adult beverages that night.
Oh my gosh. So this was before you had those adult beverages, of course.
Yes, of course. So I took a test before the concert, and I got 2 lines. Okay,
so were you like...
I didn't believe it.
You didn't believe it?
I didn't believe it.
Okay. So you continued your night at the concert.
But I didn't drink, just in case.
She didn't drink, guys. We don't need those haters in the comments like, she's not supposed to be drinking.
And then the next morning, I decided to take another test just to see.
Okay.
And it came back positive. And then I was like, okay, this has to be real.
So 2 pregnancy tests later were positive.
And I called my doctor that day, and they got me in for a blood test and everything, and told me that I'm pregnant. The best day of my life.
Okay, guys, like this is the happiness of this story is those pregnancy tests were positive. Like there is hope through this disorder, PCOS.
Never give up. Never give up.
Never give up.
Just keep working hard. If you want something, go for it.
Wow. Amen to that. And yeah, Mars, I remember getting the news and it was just so overwhelming and everybody was just so happy and like, yes, like you can do it, you know? And I remember, do you remember that day? I don't know where we were at. I think we were at the store and I was like, this was before you got pregnant, I believe. Yeah, because I was here. And I was like, what keeps you, because I knew a little bit what was happening with everything. But I just thought you were losing weight just to be more healthy and everything. And I was just like, what inspires you to like I said, choose that salad over the donut?
I wanted to be a mom really bad.
And that's what she told me. She's like, I'm doing this for my baby. And you said it as if you knew you were going to be pregnant. You didn't say it like, oh, like I'm doing this so hopefully I can have a baby. No, you were like, I'm doing this like for my baby. Yeah. And it was just like, she knew, like you knew inside that one day you were going to be a mother.
Yeah.
Ooh, I just got chills. So 9 beautiful months later, Mars went through, you know, the pregnancy. And of course, with every pregnancy, there's, there's health issues. I mean, that's just what happens. But still, like Mars had amazing pregnancy throughout everything. She looked beautiful. And Mars, you did have that glow.
Did I?
You did. Mars had that glow, everything. And finally the day had came where she gave labor to a beautiful, beautiful baby boy. What's his name, Mars?
Hunter.
His name is Hunter, and he is the cutest baby ever. Our whole family, we're so happy. We're so proud of Mars and her husband, Reno. They're amazing parents, and you know, may God bless you guys with more children, more happiness, everything. And again, if there's anything else you want to tell anybody out there, Mars, I know you kept saying like, don't give up.
Just don't give up. Believe in God.
Believe in God, pray.
He'll guide you through everything right now.
Yes, because I mean, doctors, they just tell you these things, but it's not up to, well, it is like our health providers trust them, I'm saying, but ultimately it's
trust
faith.
The guy up.
What is it? Trust the guy upstairs.
Yep, trust the guy upstairs.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you guys found Mars as a big inspiration as she is for me in my life. I love you, my Mars.
I love you too. I can't wait till you meet your baby.
I know.
I'm so excited.
Ooh, I'm scared, nervous, everything, but we got more boys in the family.
We do. So many boys are being born this year, and I'm so happy.
Yes, and also her sister, which is my cousin too, she is having a boy as well. So both of us we're pregnant too, and now three boys to the family. So
Hunter's gonna have fun with the playmates.
I know, can't wait, guys. All right, guys, we'll see you guys in my next video.
Bye.
Bye.